those kind of cookies. Remind me when we get to that point. Nini, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy October. I'm really excited because I've started putting up the Halloween decorations. So, it's just kind of a festive time all around because, you got Halloween season, official now, and Durga Puja just wrapped up, and there's all sorts of good stuff going on. It's I think a lot of places have like festivals and things around this time of year, so it's all good. But okay,
You chai.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, and sarcastic saying, you're sarcastic is multitasking, listening, keeping an eye on the chat, also cooking, making a squash soup. Kudos to you for.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. Well, kudos to you for multitasking like that. Goodness, I haven't done a whole lot of cooking lately, but I've been writing and posting videos on Patreon and stuff like that, and getting some things together for this month's video. So
And if you had to do a lot of cooking, you couldn't be doing that.
Right. Yeah. So
I'm trying to help.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, but yeah. And just try not to start on something really complicated and then have me come in and try to read instructions in Japanese.
And today you did it in Korean. Good for you.
No, that was not Korean. There's a difference. I can tell the difference.
My bad.
Yeah. Look, it's and actually once you get, because Korean is an alphabet, and you'll start to see the same things, and if you see little circles that I can't remember if it's the circle or if it's another symbol that basically is a placeholder.
Yeah.
When they group a word together. So if you see the occasionally occurring circles, you're reading Korean. So that's your field guide. So anyway, we're having, this is basically the after party for Amun after Opet, because Opet was a month ago, and then there's another sort of feast day that he has, which really to me has the vibe of this is the after party. Especially because it lasted kind of close to a month by latter New Kingdom times. So, maybe this was like the dead dog party, because back when we were doing conventions, especially your 4-day conventions, like for Labor Day, at the end of it, they throw a dead dog party for all the staff. So called because everybody was tired, felt like a dead dog. So anyway, but that's kind of what we're doing for Amun, and also honoring the sisters Isis and Nephthys, or Aset and Nebet-hat, because there's kind of like a little prelude to the Osiris mysteries, because they are mourning for Osiris, but then in a couple of weeks there's going to be another point on the Cairo calendar where Horus is crowned and they're happy. And we're going to be, that's kind of getting shoehorned in with a whole bunch of other things, because there's a lot of stuff going on, at this point. We're actually getting into the month of, we are in the Kemetic month of Hathor. And she'll have her big feast day in just a little while. I think it's next on the calendar. But in the meantime, Isis and Nephthys are sad. Next week they will be happy again, because Horus will be crowned and things will be better. And then we have the big observance, at the end of the month. So that's kind of how that rolls. So and Eris Kane, glad to be here tonight. Yes, and as sarcastic point out, if you learn enough Japanese, you'll be able to distinguish between that, Chinese, and Korean pretty easily. Korean is the only one that has the circles in its characters, so it stands out. Yes. And I can actually read katakana and hiragana and a few kanji, but that wasn't something I really got a whole lot into. One of these days I may sit down and try to learn more. Is certainly if we ever go to Japan, I'd like to kind of, crash reacquaint myself with that. But, there are other things, like someone was kind enough to give me 2 books on reading Sumerian cuneiform. So I have plenty to
She has
tackle.
nothing to read.
Yeah.
There are literally bookshelves that don't have. We have books without a home because we have way more books than we have book space.
Well, hey, I found a home for a whole bunch of them.
I know.
Yeah.
My wish is that we prosper to the point. I literally want us to have a room in our house that is a library, and that's all it is.
I could see that one day, But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get this after party started. Indiana is in her little football pool. So, okay. Wait a minute. Ashley Bradley says Osiris was an answer on Jeopardy tonight. That is so cool. And Katie Horton says husband has the crud that's going around, needs prayers for him. We've also been having a personal tension, putting strain on our relationship. Prayers are welcome. Absolutely.
Prayers for Gary Chalk.
Oh, is he sick?
Yes, COVID.
Well, I know he was going through treatment for cancer, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's got COVID.
Oh. Well, then we need to say some prayers for health and prosperity for, lots of loved ones.
Yeah.
And
for those of you who may not know, Gary Chalk is better known as Optimus Primal from Beast Wars.
From Beast Wars, yes. So he's from the 90s CG animated version, not not
We've
the original.
Been friends with Gary for a long, long time.
Yeah, well, we first met him in '98. Yeah, he's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, here's the cool thing. If you saw, what was it, that Godzilla movie that came out in 20...
Yeah, with Bryan Cranston.
Well, the one that came out in 2014, I think.
Yeah, that's the one. And Bryan Cranston's in it, the guy from Breaking Bad.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I had to make that
Gary
connection.
Chalk has one scene.
Yes, he has one scene. He's in the beginning when they have like the meltdown and at the reactor in Japan and all that. Yeah. He's one of the guys in there. So.
Right.
But.
And he and I share a birthday.
Yeah. So. Alrighty. These cool waters are upon my hands. They purify me. Stephnute purifies me. Hail unto you, O Yunachuru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. We have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. I knew to step back.
Why?
So I wouldn't get it at point blank?
I was blessing you as you blessed me.
It's not quite the same here. But it wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it wasn't.
I was going to say.
Sorry for those of you waiting for me to...
like suck in an audible breath.
Yeah.
Well, I believe it or not, I actually prefer it when you're not like, sounding like you're about to go into cardiac arrest.
But they don't.
Or having to run to the bathroom.
If I run to the bathroom, I'll film it.
Yeah.
you know.
The Shannon laugh.
And that would be
Well, we
Shannon
said
giving
the same
herself
thing.
away in the background.
Sorry. I love you, Garrett.
I love you too, honey. Don't worry.
Oh goodness, Opal System is saying my room is full of bees at the moment. Oh no, that's okay, well they're in the roof. Even though the bee man has tried to get them to leave, so I'm periodically having to rescue the ones that end up inside. That's wow.
Yeah.
That's it would be cool if they could like get them out and you could actually get some honey or something, but
Hey, our children are raw.
Yeah. But now Katie says, good news, my cholesterol levels have dropped 30 points taking fish oil. Hey, that's awesome.
I guess I better
Yeah.
start doing it too.
Yeah. That's great. Okay. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come, come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in with us now, has been with us in the past, and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
I don't know if you heard that pop or not, if that was audible, but that was a joint in my neck popping. So if that creeped anybody out, sorry. Oh, super sticker, thank you. And now let's light our candle for Mama Sekhmet, so that she may bring peace and healing to all those who need it. Like Katie Horton's husband, who's not feeling well, Gary Chalk, and all those who could use the blessing and strength to heal. And we light our candle for Mahes, that he may continue to protect all of those who are in the path of storms. And may continue to protect us as winter sets in, and the storms come not from the ocean, but from the cold north. Well, in some places, like on the West Coast, they'd still be coming from the ocean. You arise in the Opet as Kepri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Amun, Lord of Thebes, Aset and Nebet-hat. O Yunachiru, you lords and ladies of love and life, grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Asphet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters that are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O Yunachiru, these cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yunachiru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. Great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you and cleanses you. It adorns you and takes its place upon your hands. O Yunachiru, we give to you this eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunachiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, Amun, Aset, Nebet-hat, O Yunachiru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horeketi within his house. Pure, pure is Amun, Lord of Thebes, within his house. Pure, pure are Aset and Nebet-hat within their house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance. Thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horeketi, Amun, Aset, Nebet-hat, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Oh, just a second. Here we go. Come to your body, O Ra Horeketi. Come to your body, O Amun, O Aset, O Nebet-hat. Come to your bodies, O Yunachiru. Come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people. Raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Amun, before Aset, before Nebet-hat. All life comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, and all health comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Rahoraketi, and your son, the Osiranisu Nevkeparura. Your foes retreat from you, and Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. Everything okay?
I'm doing the best I can.
Okay. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Porechta henket kakao abdus nutrimah, kut nebet no frabwabet onkat nutrim, cow and achupunibu, machrunubu hiron nutra. A voice offering, bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. And of course, we want to remember Jane Goodall, who passed away this week at the ripe old age of 91 after many years doing incredible work in reshaping, how the popular world looks at nature, and doing things that were unheard of at the time, but now we and she kind of rewrote the standard for so many things. Okay. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, that they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. Isfet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. May we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. And now, read something for Amun after Opet, the after party. Praise to Amun-Ra. I make for him adoration to his name. I give him praises to the height of heaven and over the breadth of the earth. I tell his might to travelers north and south. Beware ye of him. Declare him to son and daughter, to great and small. Herald him to generations not yet born. Herald him to fishes in the deep and to birds in the sky. Declare him to fool and wise. Beware ye of him. For you are Amun, Lord of the silent, who comes at the voice of the poor. When I call to you in my distress, you come to rescue me, to give breath to him who is wretched, to rescue me from bondage. You are Amun-Ra, Lord of Thebes, who rescues him in Duat. For you are he who is merciful. When one appeals to you, you are he who comes from afar. And this is from a stela that was commissioned by Nebet-hat, a worker from Darul Medina. Let's see. And we'll read one thing for Aset. There's one hymn to her that we can read next week, where she rejoices that her son Horus has been crowned. But it's not time for that yet. Everything in good time. So, we're trying to cheer her up because she and Nebet-hat are mourning over Osiris. She is the one who pours out the inundation, which makes all people live and green plants grow, who provides sacred offerings for the gods and voice offerings for the Akh spirits, because she is Lady of Heaven. Her husband is Lord of Duat, and her son is Lord of the land. Her husband is the pure water, renewing himself at Biga at his time, and she is Lady of Heaven, Earth, and Duat, having brought them into being through what her heart conceived and her hands created. She is the Ba, which is in every city, watching over her son Horus and her brother Osiris. And got something for Nebet-hat. Go. Hail, O Nebet-hat, mistress of the temple, lady of life, who heals and protects. You stand with your sister Isis at the throne of Osiris, mother of Anubis and loving aunt of Horus. With skillful hands, you weave the wrappings of the Lord of the West. O you of the four noble ladies, you guard Hapi in the direction of the north. You are one of the two chattering kites, keeping watch over Unnefer, one of the twin plumes on the crown of Nin. You bind the evil one in fetters and consign him to Ra's flames. Protect us with your magic as you defend the Lord of all. And since some people have mentioned some things, those who are not feeling well and who are taking care of sick family members, may Aset and Nebet-hat bring them healing. And may they help get the bees out of someone's house, safely. So, we need all of our bees, but
Yes, we do.
But not in the house. So,
Buzz, bro. Buzz.
yeah, think of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yes. May they, I guess, swarm maybe or something. Go somewhere else where they can find a good place to be besides in somebody's attic. And anyone else who's um, dealing with issues, may they receive a helping hand. And we want to pass on thanks for all of the good things that have gone on. Like uh, Katie, I think you had said that you were able to get some good health news and get cholesterol under control. That's excellent. We are thankful for that, and for the continuing harvest, and for all of the good things that you bless us with that we don't even think of sometimes, but you put them in front of us, and we thank you for that. Mm. Mm. Uh, yeah, and actually, we do have the Lamentations of Isis and Nephthys. We try to say that for reading, like during the Osiris mysteries, but I did think about that. Oh, okay. So the last priestess who was initiated by Gardner, Patricia Crowther, passed away recently. Wow. Um, did not know about that, and so certainly we want to, include her in the voice offerings. And one thing that I think is worth pointing out to people, and of course everyone here is familiar, I would imagine, but with the broader public, I think it's worth pointing out that paganism is not something that's just been around since the 90s or the 80s, right? Or are you thinking of somebody's line? It didn't just come over me in the mall,
No, it just, I can see why people would think, oh, it's only come about since the 90s or so.
The 80s or 90s, right? No. The of the first generation of people. Well, Gardner was, older than that, but here in this country, a lot of folks like the folks that started the Church of the Eternal Source were my grandparents' age, and a lot of them died of old age and natural causes in the early double aughts. They've been around for a while, so these kinds of things are not new. It's not been since again the 80s or 90s. And yeah, the fact that you had the last priestess to be initiated by Gerald Gardner only just now passing away, that's impressive, but also says this is something that's been around for a long time. And we're not going anywhere either. So, okay, I'll let you take that. And
that's weird. It's on Do Not Disturb too.
I'm just kind of checking. And King Shabima, it's saying you.
Oh, it's Austin.
Okay. Oh goodness.
What's up? Let me call you back in like 5 minutes. If that. Bye.
Okay, just kind of catching up and yes, the music you're hearing was Darren's ringtone. It's the Cantina band from Star Wars. So if you hear that, that's Darren's ringtone. And that was one of our kids that called, so he's going to have to step out to take that. But what we're going to do is pull our cookie for the week, and then we'll start with everyone with that. And sounds like some other folks were having some things going on with dealing with counselors and with courts and SSI and things like that. And so we want to make sure to include that in our prayers and ask for good resolutions and good outcomes for that. But let's see what we have for this week. And of course, last week's was opportunities often disguise themselves as challenges, face them boldly. So that was from last week. Let's see what message Amun and the two sisters have for us this week. Wow. You'll become richer soon. That's oddly direct. You'll become richer soon.
And highly welcome.
Yes, absolutely. So, but you know, the thing to keep in mind is, you know, prepare the way for success. You know, so don't go and like rack up a credit card bill, okay? You know,
And wealth comes in many forms. So
well, that too, but also, you know, there's something, a message that I was given last year was, you have to make space for blessings, and it seemed really weird because the message was clean up, and you know, get things organized, and then good blessings will come to you because, you know, I guess you can kind of think of it as a feng shui sort of thing. You know, you're not going to get good energy and good movement if everything's cluttered. So, you know, clean your surroundings, and then, you know, blessings will find their way to you. Oddly enough, you do some of that, and it does work. And it's kind of weird that way, but you know, you'll get something good that comes along, and sometimes you don't realize it at first, but you know, so prepare the way, and keep a positive outlook, and some good things will come. They just said, you know. So, with that in mind, I see some other cookies, and Yamano had requested one. So let me get yours real quick, and then we'll pick up with, who am I seeing here? Cranberry. Ha! Oh yeah, sarcastic says, I saw an interesting statistic that there are more witches than Presbyterians in the U.S. It's not a lot of Presbyterians either, but it's still interesting. Well, here's the thing, and real quick before I, you know, move on with the cookies, the biggest beef that I have with surveys that they do about religious life in America is the way they ask the questions, because they don't give an option a lot of times for people to say that they're pagan or something like that. You know, they're looking for your big things, Christianity, Judaism, or atheism, you know, or just maybe other or something. So I think a lot of people that answer that they don't belong to anything in particular, but are still religious, a lot of them could be pagan. You know, a lot of them could be Christians like Darren that are like, you know, the churches that are out there are all spouting, you know, things, you know, that don't sound very Christian to me. So, you know, I don't go to church. You know, that's some of it. But you also have other folks that are like, well, you didn't give me an option for what I am, so I'm just going to put other. You know, if they would word the questions right, I think they would get surprising answers, and you would see more, you know, of us represented. There was another study that was done in either the late 90s or the early double aughts that said, if you look at the statistical increase just from when they do ask, you know, how many people report themselves as being, you know, pagan or witch or, you know, Wiccan or whatever, the jump from 80s or 90s to, you know, the time that they did that survey was so phenomenal. It would have made it the fastest growing religion in the world, you know, taken collectively. But you have to ask the right questions. So that's my beef about that. And, you know, refer back to what Mark Twain said about their lies, damn lies, and statistics. So with that said, Yamano, this one's for you. Your determination is a testament to your character.
Interesting.
So stay determined. It's good for you.
Meh. All right.
Okay, so we're starting with Cranberry. And again, I may have to fall behind on the chat in order to keep track of the cookies, but we'll see how this goes. Now, Cranberry, you will win a prestigious award for your work. That sounds awesome. But you know what? That also means be brave enough to apply for awards. Because I have 3 of them on the wall now, but you've got to be willing to, put yourself out there and, take that risk. But this is saying you will win. You win a prestigious award for your work. So
I suppose that means you could do a new version of your books, have that little medal on the front of them that tells them that you won this award.
Oh well, with the novels, yes, I've already done that. And there's more to do with that, but yeah, the important point that I want to convey is that it takes a little bit of courage to try for something like that. And this is me encouraging you and saying, you just got some encouragement, through a divination message there, go for it. So I think we're getting a lot of, messages of encouragement, which is really good because, there's so much going on that is discouraging. So this is a nice corrective. So, and thank you, Conspiracy Town. Thank you all of you for the stickers. Oh goodness, that's your second one. Well, you've been so sweet to us, and I see you've got a cookie icon. So, all right, we're picking up with Katie, asking from Nebet-hat and Aset. So. Today is probably a huge improvement over yesterday. So, Katie, today is probably a huge improvement over yesterday. Interesting. But I think they're saying it gets better. So. All right, next up is Blue Conlon. Good to see you again. And then Opal System. All right, Blue Conlon. Blessings are the miracles that grace your path. So Blue Conlon, blessings are the miracles that grace your path. And again, pair that with the other one. You'll get richer soon. That sounds awesome. Okay, so Opal System. There we go. Yep, there we go. It's here. Opal System. Every moment is a golden one for the person who has the vision to recognize it as such. Every moment is a golden one for the person who has vision to recognize it as such. So Opal System, it's Time to look at the world with fresh eyes. There are golden moments to be had. Okay, next up. Oh, that's great. Wolf Paradox. We're saving the information, but if Fox gets the job here at the RV park, we get our rent and electricity free. Well, that's great. Okay, Starscape P for me and my partner, and King Should Be music. All right. So Starscape for you and your partner. A truly creative person rids him or herself of all self-imposed limitations. So Starscape, a truly creative person rids him or herself of all self-imposed limitations. And I get the strong sense that what this is saying is there's something in the way you're thinking about a situation that's actually holding you back. So don't limit your thinking. And so for King Shabib music. Oh. You got voicemail. Oh. Here's your first one. Embrace the challenges that come your way on Mondays, for they lead to greater growth. Now, there's another message to this. Your positive energy will attract like-minded souls. So putting these together for you, King Shabib. Embrace the challenges that come your way on Mondays, for they lead to greater growth. And your positive energy will attract like-minded souls. So again, something about Mondays and Wednesdays. So, all right. All right, Gabriel, may I please have one from Sekhmet/Basta and Aset. Really, whoever wants to say anything. And then Ashley Spradley from Unfit. Okay, so Gabriel, I'll ask our ladies. Sekhmet and Aset and Nebet-hat are all on the altar. So. Here we are. You will soon receive unexpected financial blessings. So, Gabriel, yeah, you'll soon receive unexpected financial blessings. Okay, yes, and Ashley was asking from Anapu, and then Lady Zephos is also going to ask from Father Anapu. So we'll start with Ashley. Ashley, your determination is a testament to your character. A message you share with Yamanu. But your determination is a testament to your character. And I think that's also encouragement to stay determined. And next for Lady Zephos. Your dreams will come true in October. Guess what? It's October. Your dreams will come true in October, Lady Zephyrus. Okay, Adrena Mystique. And then Conspiracy Town. All right. So Adrena, and I did get to read that article that you wrote. Thank you again for sending that. And love is on its way. So Adrena, love is on its way. Okay, where were we? And then yes, Conspiracy Town, and then Rabbit Sage is our one Discord request so far. So Conspiracy Town, I know you've been through southern New Mexico. If you've had a chance to go through central New Mexico, because we were there last month, and that was really, really pretty. But your fortune. Approach Mondays with resilience, and you'll overcome any obstacle. Approach Mondays with resilience, and you'll overcome any obstacle. So, Conspiracy Town, that was for you. And Rabbit Sage, our one request from Discord. Today, you'll be the bearer of good surprises. So for Rabbit Sage, today you'll be the bearer of good surprises. Okay, let's catch up with requests. Oh, and so Mrs. Jackal sends praises to Anapu after making 15 years as a devotee. Absolutely. Wow, 15 years, this channel's been around for 15 years, so I guess a lot of good things were happening in 2010. So, okay, so sarcastic on for me from the ladies. And then used coffin from Judy, please. Okay. So, we're sarcastic and we offer praise. And Anapu Tepijot. Praise unto you, Anapu, he upon his mountain. And this is on behalf of Mrs. Jackal, who celebrates 15 years as your devoted servant. And we ask Aset and Nebet-hat for a message for sarcastic. The month of June will be filled with laughter and fun. So sarcastic. The month of June will be filled with laughter and fun. Okay. And next up is, hang on. Used coffin. And then hang on. Let's see. Oh! Awesome. It was okay. Let me get used coffin, and then Serrana. For whatever reason, it didn't want to show the cookie icon for a second. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I saw it. I was able to click on it and see. Not a problem. And yeah, Adrian, I was gonna reply. I just been kind of catching up after our trip. But because I think it's a good conversation starter. But we'll do that outside of here. But let's see, and yeah, just making sure I don't forget. So for used coffin, asking from Jehuti, who's kind of hanging out in the background, but he's definitely here. All right, used coffin. Surprises often bring valuable lessons. Surprises often bring valuable lessons. So whatever's going on, learn it. Take a lesson from it. It will serve you well in the future. And so next for Sarana. And I know usually Mary Twepwood is tuning in. Keep an ear out for our jackals, I guess. But July's decisions will lead to happiness. So Sarana, July's decisions will lead to happiness. Now I'm getting a weird sense that this is actually talking about this July. So there might have been some things that you decided then that are going to pan out and lead to happy results. So we're certainly hopeful for you. But let's see. Alrighty. So, keeping our ears out. If anyone else, would like a cookie, go ahead and put that icon up there. And I'm really excited by that. And it's very reassuring because there's so much. I don't even read the news anymore because I have to resist the temptation because I know I'm just going to get ticked off by what I see on there. And there's so much that's going on. But then to come here and we offer our prayers and then we get these kind of messages. It's a really nice way of grounding and realizing that there's something a lot bigger than us out there. And there are things that they know that we don't. And so we've just got to keep the faith and work for the positive. So with that in mind, again, if anyone else has a prayer request, or a request for a cookie, I think I'm seeing one here. Okay, from Eris K, from Sechet. Oh, and you know what? I did actually put together a candle for her. So what we'll do is we will just slip her over here. This candle is ready and waiting to be lit, and we'll do that when we honor Jehuti. We will honor Sechet along with. So we've got her candle, and we will draw a cookie for you. Huh. Interesting. Yours is a puzzle because there's one fortune and then there's like a piece of another one here. Let me see if they're connected. This one is partial, but this one is complete. And this one says, your dreams are the constellations of your life. And this is only a part of one. Something for your, and this is they'll cherish it. So I don't know if that was a message that was meant for you or not, but more importantly, your dreams are the constellations of your life. So Eris K, that was for you. And there might even be, sort of a hint in there, well, there's something else for you to figure out. Be patient and be observant, and you'll figure out what it is. Oh, goodness. And Roma Bless says, my uncle works in automotive at Walmart. Some guy was running from the cops, crashed his car, ran in Walmart, and the cops chased him in, pointing. Wow. Not the kind of excitement at work that you want. I hope he's okay. And that's really appropriate that you start studying astrology. And Adrena says, read an incredible book last week, Scrolls Sakara. Now, is that fiction or is that nonfiction? And by the way, those that are on the Facebook group, a while back I did drop a link. I typically don't read fiction that's set in ancient Egypt. I know there's a lot of it out there. It's just not usually my bag. But I do have a friend that has been writing, for decades. And, I was reading his stuff, when we were still in school. And he wrote something and is running a special on it. And is something Egyptian themed. And I did post a link to it on the Facebook group. But okay, based on the Scroll of Thoth myth. That's really cool. Now, I will say this. I started working on a treatment for a modern spin on the Mummy movie, the traditional one. But it's something I would basically, this would be like Roger Corman kind of thing, as in low or no budget. But
that doesn't mean we don't need you guys to support that. We just need you guys to start doing it.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, look, and I'll, this when people support this channel, it supports crazy projects like what I have brewing right now. But that's different from, the Brandon Fraser Mummy movie, which, had completion bonds and all that other stuff, and sometimes the low budget stuff can be a little more fun and gritty. And, that's something I'd like to do in the future.
Speaking of crazy and fun and gritty,
the
boys say they love you.
Oh, well. Yeah. Oh, my God. Our two kids made a short little, minute long film.
Apparently we have some more coming.
Oh, nice. It's just that the problem is, okay, and especially because this channel is eligible for monetization. So they ask questions like, well, are there any potentially distressing things, nudity, gunplay, whatever, stuff in this video. Seeing what they posted, I'm like, I'd have to check. Yes. But it's so funny that we just were howling with laughter when we saw it.
I'm glad we didn't watch it in public. That'd have thrown us out.
Yeah.
It was so funny. That'd have thrown us out.
Yeah, it would have. But, and it's something I can't share with you what they made because it would violate so many standards on YouTube, but it was so funny.
However, for those of you at the top tier Patreon.
No, it's their video. I can't do that.
Sure we can.
No, we can't. Anyway. Okay, so Katie's got to go.
Bye, Katie.
Yeah, well, lots of love, and
we love you, Katie.
Yeah, well, actually, what we would do is, the mummy wouldn't be an illusion, but it would draw more from, historical and from actual mythology, and have a little more girl power. So that's kind of what we're working on. And actually, I'm planning to. I got one of those life size skeletons, and it's actually sitting in the back seat of my car, which is hilarious. It looks like we've got, it's like, why is there a skeleton in the back seat? Well, it's because we're gonna like paper mache him and make him into a mummy. But anyway, that may go on Patreon somewhere. But in the meantime, last call for wisdom, y'all, before we wrap up for the evening. Yeah. Thank you. It was the mummy. Oh, that's a great twist though. And the mummy was actually the killer was actually the Tomb Raider. Yeah, but hang on, I gotta get a little bit more. Cool waters for myself here. All right, where is it? Here we are. So they're sending more videos to us?
Yeah.
Oh.
They haven't come in yet.
Oh, I'm intrigued to know what because I think we kind of rubbed off on them.
Yeah. And November 1st we have a dinner date.
Okay, that's a Saturday. All right.
Yeah.
Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Aeneid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Yunu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset in Necheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nebet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Khmenyo endures. As the name of Ra in the Aket endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Amun, O Aset, and Nebet-hat. You have come in peace, O Yunachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Amun, Aset, Nebet-hat. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. You know what? I will keep that in mind. Yes.
What's up?
Because Audrina's like, in any case, if you need Egyptian style costumes or jewelry for this movie, please let me know.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, remember, we're in the development stage, so that's like, just don't even have a script. It's just, we're just kind of working on what's the basic idea. This is something that I'm not even going to look at until probably late next year or the year after, but success takes planning. So,
stick around. We'll need
right.
you. Especially people that are willing to,
yes,
volunteer.
Absolutely. But Gabriel's asking, may I have some prayers for anxiety and anger/fear over being in such a difficult work situation? Absolutely.
Brother, so, I am right there with you.
Yeah. And there's one thing I will throw out there, because I know there are folks that do 3D printing and, fun stuff like that. I guess I'm putting a call out there. If anybody can manage to make a replica to scale of a headrest, doesn't have to be an elaborate one, but just an actual headrest. Because I will be the crazy person that sleeps on one for a video and tells you how it works. Because I want to try that. Because I have chiropractic issues. So I want to try that and see how it does. I've seen examples in museums. Of course, they carve them out of wood most of the time. And I'm like, I'd love to see if that actually gives you some kind of support. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to have to put something on it to make it comfortable. But if it gives you good neck support, hey, we could start the next thing. But Morgan's too busy making, Warhammer 40K stuff on his printer. And I don't think he'd be able to pull that off. But if somebody else out there can pull that off, let me know. But we want to say some prayers for Gabriel. And in the process, anyone else who might be having a tough work situation.
Gabriel, you're not alone. I'm right there.
Just the uncertainty.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you have a great work, corporate culture. I love those folks. But, there's the uncertainty right now. So, hear us, O Ra, great Lord of Yanu, and Amun, great Lord of Thebes. May you place your arms of blessing around us and around Gabriel. Give him guidance and peace and wisdom to navigate through his work environment. And let us rejoice in your bounty and our hearts take joy in your kindness. Tell Neat and Upwode to open their ways for us and for Gabriel and for all those who are searching for their way. May you protect us with your strong arm of compassion. For you, O Ra, are the All-Lord, the Lord of Ma'at. Holy and splendid is your name. Capri at dawn, a tomb at dusk. Ra Horketi, as you rule the nine. All right, everybody. Wait, Adrena, you have one? You made it? Oh, that is so awesome. And the use conference says on Cults 3D, there's 2 models available. Seriously? Well, you know what? If somebody's if someone's made a 3D model of that, so we could maybe, tell Morgan, hey, print it. We'll get you the supplies.
Yeah, get the STL files to them.
And Adrena, if you made one, I'm gonna have to message you because I will totally do that. We will make a video of I'm sleeping on a headrest. I'm gonna try it. That is so awesome, guys. But that's why I put that out there because group effort for the win. That is so cool. But in the meantime, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. First large woodworking project. Oh, that is so awesome. See, now I got to know more about where you work. Because, I spent 6 months was all like a stand, but I did spend a little time at a cabinet shop. So, I'm like, did you use a CNC router or, something else like that?
Anybody interested in 3D print me some R2D2?
No. Well, that's a little different. But anyway, I don't want to keep everybody up doing that. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Maybe if I spelled right. Great weekend. Simply. And come join us again next week. All right. Lots of love, everyone. Thank you so much. And your soup just finished, Circus. That's awesome. We'll enjoy that. And
Soup's on.
Yeah, soup's on. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.